Welcome to e-training training guide, how to think, sound, and act like a manager. This is our training guide presentation. Here is what we will discuss in this presentation. 1. How to speak, act, and sound like a manager. And we can do that by engaging employees, a direct, inspire, and motivated team. Second, the most underestimated words to use as a lead manager. And third, I will give you some illustration and share examples that you can use at a team meeting or at a job interview. We will look at the most used leadership words today. Strategy. Strategy is a plan of action to achieve success. For example, we may say, let's strategize how to achieve. Next, analyze. Analyze, it means that you examine the facts and evidence to make an informed decision. And one way we can do this is, for example, I would like to analyze the information before I make an informed decision. Next, expectation. Expectation, discuss what is your expectation and what you want to accomplish. For example, you may tell your team, my expectation for the team are. Next, opportunity. Opportunity is for advancement or achieve a specific goal. An example, this is your chance to promote your idea to make the company profitable and sustainable. Next, benchmark. A benchmark is a point of reference to compare processes and outcome. For example, you could say, let's benchmark this month's performance to compare to last year's performance. Next, holistic. Holistic is when you take a holistic view by point of reference as a whole. For example, you could say, let's take a holistic approach to what can be achieved in the future. Next, collaborate. Collaborate to work together as a team. For example, I want you to collaborate with your team on a specific project. Next, values. What are values? Is when the company values are the company's core values of standards and behavior. For example, I want you to collaborate with your team on a special project. Next, workplace values. What are those? What are the workplace values? 1, respect for others. Next, excellent. Next, commitment, integrity, communication, inclusiveness, value diversity, continuous improvement, and customers services. Next, maximize. How do you maximize? Maximize when you maximize the greatest outcome. For example, you want to maximize great customer service experience or increase company sales performance. Next, feedback. What is feedback? It is important to give feedback to employees. Why? For example, I would like to give you feedback based on your performance. When you give employees feedback, it helps them to see where they can make changes and do better in the future. Next, reflect. To reflect on past performance and how to improve. For example, I would like you to tell me where your strengths and weaknesses are and ways that you can improve. Next, implement. How to implement. To implement a plan of action to reach a specific goal. For example, I would like to implement our plan of action to achieve our objective or goal. Next, change. How do you make change? Organization change look at processes to be competitive. For example, you must adapt to change and keep up with your competitors. Next is delegate. Why you delegate? Is when you delegate specific tasks to individuals in a team meeting. For example, I would like to delegate these specific tasks based on individual strength. So you look at your team, you look individually and look to see what are the strengths and weaknesses of each of this individual, and the ones who have strength in a specific area, you team up with that one and you're able to get the projects going. Maybe one side might be weak, but it could be strong in certain things. So you kind of like look at the whole holistic view of the team, and then you make a determination who's going to work on what project. Optimize. It is when you make the best use of situation. For example, you would like to optimize a performance for quicker results. Next is proactive. Why you want to be proactive? Is when you take control of a situation instead of reactive. For example, let's be proactive to prevent the situation from repeating again. Focus is when you have a clear understanding of a specific project. For example, let's focus on what is needed to get the project done on time. Recognition. Why do you want to recognize your employees when they do well? Is when you give recognition to your team on work well done. For example, you recognize employee job performance both privately and publicly. Next, we will discuss thanks. So thanks. Giving thanks to employees when a project is completed builds morale. For example, I would like to thank all of you for your teamwork for completing the project on time. So let's put this all together in perspective. So in a team meeting, we could say things like, I would like the team to focus on a strategy and maximize our work performance to deliver excellent customer service, and keep in mind the company's core values as you work on this special project. Next, performance review or state appraisal. Please keep in mind that staff performance appraisal on the job should not be taken as a negative performance, but rather they help us see if we are in line with the company's objectives and visions. Next, we discuss team and organization problem. So we can say, let's be proactive in analyzing the facts and information and implement a solution to the problem that could impact the organization's financial bottom line. Now, how do you get your employees to buy into the change? And the reason? Change is a fundamental part of an organization, and we must adapt to the changes to be competitive with our competitors. Why are you giving team praise? It's important. Why? Because we would say things like, I want to thank you for a job well done. Your commitment and tenacity have resulted in customer satisfaction, thus achieving company success. Job well done. Thanks for watching this presentation. I hope this is able to help anyone who is in a management field or trying to get into the management career. I hope this presentation is able to help you or anyone who's looking into a career change. Thank you.